Hey, this is JD and this is my channel Frost and Forest, and I just had my very first recording snafu. This video is my game number 3 in the Tarot March Madness challenge. This is essentially a challenge that was started by Crescent Dreams Tarot, and it is meant to kind of celebrate March Madness by putting our decks up against each other. And so I have my brackets that I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to show you game 3 because this is actually my second time recording part 1, because I got all the way through recording all of this video and then I accidentally deleted the first part of this video. So I'm going to now re-record the first part of this video. But like I said, these decks are going to go head to head. And the way that I did it is I had indie decks and then I had 4 mass market decks, and I had all of my decks that kind of have a modern feel to them. I tried to avoid decks that were particularly witchy. So like I didn't do the Cozy Witch Tarot and I didn't do the Everyday Witch Tarot. So you can see that these are all kind of modern decks. And so in the first video, when I had the Lightseers versus the Fifth Spirit Tarot, then I had the Fifth Spirit Tarot 1. And then for my first indie bracket, I had the Lighted Window Tarot versus the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot, the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot 1. And so in today's video, I'm going to have the Tarot of the Great Outdoors against the So Below deck. And the reason I'm not showing you this is because I already wrote the winner, because I already recorded this video once. And so you're just gonna have to wait and see. The way you decide who the winner is you put these decks through sort of 3 challenges. So the first one is the shuffle. The second one is you go through and you pick out your favorite cards, and whichever deck has more of your favorite cards wins. And then if there is a tie there, then you do a 3-card spread. And so I am going to get started on the first challenge. So hopefully results won't be different this time, but I am doing the Tarot of the Great Outdoors against the So Below deck. I'm going to do the Tarot of the Great Outdoors first. So it's pretty good. It's a little floppy, although I have to say that was better than the first time I did this video. So I guess we'll see. Yeah. So in the first video, that shuffle went a little bit better. So I'm just going to go with the results that I had the first time, because that'll make the rest of the video fit. So basically, the first time I had the So Below deck win. And I'm going to keep with that. The next step is that I'm now going to stop the video and I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick my favorite cards for each of the decks, and then I will come back together. And this time I am not going to delete it. See you soon. So I'm back and I had a chance to look through these cards. And so starting out, I'm going to show the cards that I really like from the Tarot of the Great Outdoors. And this is a deck I like a lot because it's so in nature. The 4 of Sticks, the 4 of Wands. I've said in the other video it's one of my favorite cards, but the idea that can be spending time in the woods. I like this Knight of Stones, which is Pentacles. This is if you read the guidebook, this is a card that I think is really sweet. And so yeah, these are some of the ones that I like. I know that some people don't like this deck because the cardstock is not great, which I agree with. And also the card meanings are a little bit different than your normal kind of RWS meanings. And so I do often use the guidebook for this one, but I still really like it. I love the idea of beavers for the 8s. So this is the 8 of Wands, but you know, the expression busy beavers. That page of Pentacles I think is so sweet. Anyway, I like these cards. I especially use this when we go up north in the summertime. And the Nalgene as the Ace of Vessels is wonderful. So yeah, all together, I had 30 cards from the Tarot of the Great Outdoors that I really, really liked. So the next one we have is the So Below deck. I'm going to show you some of the cards for this one. And I will say, I like the gnomes in the Pentacle suit. So there's a lot of Pentacles cards like this one. But I also like the Magician, and I like the sort of everyday magical vibe. I like this Wheel of Fortune and, you know, looking at the different stages of life. Celebration. So this is maybe a little bit witchy, but I think of this more kind of as the I don't know, just the magic around people. But yeah, so those are some of my favorite cards from this deck. And altogether, there was 22 cards that I really liked. That means that the Tarot of the Great Outdoors won that round. And so that means that I'm going to do a 3-card spread with each of these. I'm going to start with the Tarot of the Great Outdoors. And again, I'm going to do the same spread that I did in the last video, which is foundation, investment, balance. I also don't mean these readings in any particular way or any particular idea. I don't really feel comfortable doing real readings on the internet. So this is just this is practice. So this one might be tricky because the cards go a different way than I'm used to. So we'll see. Okay, so we have foundation, investment, and balance. So for foundation, we have the Knight of Cups. So, you know, thinking about emotion and going towards emotion. This deck is tricky without the guidebook. I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to do this. So yeah, just going, I guess, you know, I kind of think of this as they're in a race and they have their boats. And so this is kind of going towards the things you love. And so that is the foundation. And then the investment is the 3 of Vessels. And so again, it's kind of making sure you're making time for the people in your life as well. So kind of going for the things you love, including the people in your life and the relationships that bring you joy and community. And then the balance is, so sticks are wands. And so interesting, because the 6 of sticks is usually the card of, you know, recognition, celebration. And so I guess, you know, looking at this card, I kind of see this as this person is putting in the work, and even though it's hard, they are completing this trail. And so I think this is kind of saying, don't always go with what's easy. You know, sometimes you might have to do the hard stuff to get that prize and to, you know, build those relationships and go towards the things you love. Okay. And so next we have the So Below deck. And again, we're going to do kind of the same, thing here. So we have foundation, investment, and balance. Okay, so for the foundation, we have the Seven of Swords. Interesting. This doesn't seem like a great foundation just starting out. If you know, if it's about not being truthful, not being real, maybe hiding parts of yourself, hiding things that you don't want others to know, that's not great. Interesting. And learning how to do that, being a criminal, I don't know. Yeah. So investing in this, and then, but don't spend all your time doing it. Instead, you know, spend some time with friends. That's kind of a weird reading. And this is what happens when you kind of do a reading without actually thinking about something, is sometimes it feels a little random when I do it. I'm also not, you know, the most experienced tarot reader in the world. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a foundation of, I mean, I guess another way you could look at it is maybe a foundation, you know, investing, learning, so that it's not so misleading. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's pretty clear that based on what I just said, that the Tarot of the Great Outdoors came much easier to me. Okay, so that is 1 point for the Tarot of the Great Outdoors. And then oh no, my pen is dying. Okay. So next video, we will have the Numinous Tarot going up against the Tarot of the Guiding Muse. And then after that, we will have Fifth Spirit going up against the Tarot of the Great Outdoors. Anyway, hope that was fun, and thanks for stopping by.